Hello viewers, this is Geezer Lou, and I'm getting ready to start my series of incredibly boring workout videos. And I wanted to show you beginning, I normally row at least 10 minutes. So here is the timer on my rower, not mower. And I've already done 11 minutes, but I wanted to show you the last part of this because I can't manage to do videos rowing without music, and I listen to country music, especially outlaw country, and I'm too technically challenged to even know if I can do video and listen to music at the same time. So I want to finish this up by showing how I do the rowing, because as an old geezer, I think I can be useful to older people, but I want to caution anyone who's over, 50? I'm doing this for myself and for people who may be interested, and that's all. I don't espouse anything, I don't tell anybody to do anything, it's all on me. So I'm going to do about 30 now at the pace I normally use, as soon as I get my butt straightened out. And just to show you, there's four movements. The get, and then you got to straighten your legs out. All right, straighten your legs out and then pull. So if you'll watch me, I'm going to do the four movements hopefully properly. All right, I'm going to do 30, and this finishes up my first 11 minutes. Well, that's 20, and I said it was going to be incredibly boring, so I don't want it to be so boring that you can't stand it. So there we are. I've rowed without the break that I showed you, roughly 12 minutes, let's say. So now, what do I do next? Okay, I turn around and I write it down, because everything should be recorded so that you know your progress. So here you see, I've got my log out, and I'm doing lower body today. Where is it? Get the shadow out of the way. Yeah, lower body today. And I've just finished the rowing, so I'm going to put down, I'll put down 11 minutes. Normally I'm more accurate, but what the heck. I'm trying to show that old people can, in fact, exercise. So let's see, I'll put down 11 minutes. Oops, wrong end of the pier. All right. So next, I'm going to do an important part of the routine. This is the beginning when I row, and that's to warm up, do at least 10 minutes. But the next part is really important, and that is to do the stretching. So I got to get this out of the way. Hey. I told you it's going to be incredibly boring. That's only for people who are interested. I would think, though, it would show younger people that it's no fun getting old, but you don't have to be incapacitated to be old, especially if you work at it, staying healthy. So that's the idea, anyway. All right, so let's see. I'm going to put this down here so that I can show you. I'm going to do stretches, and I'm going to show you how I do that. Let's see if I've got this so I can show it. Not yet. So I'm going to put this lower. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that. All right, so more incredibly boring stuff. I'm going to put my boots on. The boots are important. These are steel toes. Just in case I drop something on my toe, which I almost did in a prior video with a 60-pound dumbbell. Dude, that would have hurt. So bear with me while I put this on. Or better yet, since I don't know how to fast forward the videos when I edit them, because I never edit them, too lazy, too intellectually challenged, you take your pick. But you can always fast forward this part, because I mean, who the heck wants to watch somebody putting on boots, right? So I don't blame you. So if you haven't given up by now, maybe it's morbid curiosity. You want to see if I kill myself. I hope not. Every time I do it, it's a challenge. But I did do, let's see, 11 minutes at a pretty heavy pace. The pace you saw me rowing is my normal pace. I usually bust it in the last few so they get a good heart rate. And by the way, there's an old standard number. You're supposed to take 150 and subtract your heart rate. Is it 150? I think so. No, 200 and subtract your heart rate. So the last time I checked, being 86, my heart rate's supposed to be 135. So I don't know if that's an accurate thing. It's just sort of like a guide. I don't think it really has much validity, but it's some kind of standard to check. So when I finish a particular set, or in this case rowing, what I do is check my heart rate. Now my heart rate is what I call, when I'm getting ready to do my next set, is what I call my recovery rate. Because what I do, because I'm a cheap old geezer, instead of buying a smartwatch for $300, $400, $500, whatever, I bought this. Where is it? This for, I think it was $11, $15, and it's got a nice big second counter, and I just put my hand on my pulse and count my pulse. 15 seconds times 4. Where am I? There I am. So right now, I feel I'm starting to work up a good sweat. It's about 80 something in here. So I'm going to sit down right now and check my heart rate and see what that is. So let's see. I told you it's going to be incredibly boring. You really have to be masochistic to want to watch this. But anyway, I'm going to put this down a little bit. Eek. Okay. So I'm going to wait until I get to 15 seconds after. All right. I'm going to count. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. So if I do that, that would put me up to 96. So what I normally do is wait until my heart rate gets down to about, say, 80 or somewhat under 80. And that tells me I've recovered enough to start my next set. So in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to set up for my next set of exercises, which is stretches. So I'm going to put this, I'll keep turning this around, boring the heck out of everybody. Let's see, where am I here? Let's see, where am I? Here we are. I'm going to get my moosies and my stretch band. This is a moose. Let me show you the label. They don't even know I'm promoting them. A D, oops, where is it? A D, is that right side up? No, it's now it's upside down, not boo. It is a D moose. Oh, it looks backwards on the camera, okay. So the reason I like this is it has non-slip bands inside. And if you ever see these videos where somebody gets a terrific crotch snap, that wouldn't happen on these because of the non-slip part. So I'm going to move this back down to where you can see what I'm doing with this stretches. I'm going to put it right here. Bring this down here. By the way, I do all my exercises at home, except for some reason I can't. And put this on my leg. Okay. 12 this way. I call these hip abductions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Told you it was boring. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11, 11, 12. All right, now I'm going to do this 12 times this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, then 12 times this way, and then turn it around 12 times the other way, and then the other leg. So now you see how boring this is. You can fast forward to my next thing, which is going to be deadlifts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now this is important because it builds your core and where your hips attach to your pelvis and your core. You won't get any groin strains or groin pulls if you do this. At least you shouldn't, unless you really tax yourself. All right, move this over. All right, where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, next foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. D-Boost stretch bands. Much better than the little elastic bands people use. All right, so what's next? I'm going to do, first I have to log it. I'm going to log that down. Then I'm going to do some deadlifts. So let's see if I get lined up in that area. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I do my stretch recording. So stretches. Where am I here? Hip abduction, I call it. Haven't finished yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would not work out without doing these hip abductions for my lower body. And for those who think they want to start working out, remember, you should probably see a doctor because it ain't easy. Let's see. So you got my ugly face in here. No, let me see. You're going to see how hard I have to work to get these done. Let's see. Nope, I can't see my ugly face yet. How about over here? And how about a little higher maybe? Oh, nope, that's it. Nope, that's it. Let's see. No more elevations. Might have to put it further away. put it up on top. All right, bear with me whilst I figure this out. As you can see, I don't do this as a series like I've been doing it. All right, let's see, put this down like this. I can put this up here like this, perhaps. And let's see, get this out of the way, whatever it is. My friend. All right, put this over here. All right, let's see now. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to put up, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to do, by the way, I'm starting to work up a good sweat right now. So, I like to stay hydrated. I've always got water available. Plus, I make sure my lungs are clear because according to the doctor, my lungs are 10 years older than me and I'm 86. My dear wife, Judy, has found a way to keep my lungs clear, and that is Mullein tea, M-U-L-L-E-I-N. I'm going to do a separate video on that because it's really great stuff. All right, so here we have a, what do you got, a Gold's Gym workout mat. Yep. And just to keep the sweat out of my eyes. I'll figure something out here. How about this? Yeah. I usually wear my navy tea workout shirt, but I forgot it this morning. In fact, I wasn't even going to do this video, and I'm telling myself I'm going to do it, so now I'm going to do it. So let's see, what's next? Oh, so getting my mat ready. Okay, this goes out of the way. Whew. All right, so now I got to get the bar. This is a 1-inch bar, and I just dropped the safety buff thing off it, so I'll find it hopefully. And I always cover the ends because to walk into one might punch out an eye. So at this point, I'm going to grab one 50-pound weight plate, which is right here. Let's see if I can show it. Yeah, 50 pounds. Ta-da. And I'll put it down over here. All right. So now, pick up the bar. Stick it in here and thread it onto the bar. For my hair. All right. So to use a Navy term, I have it 2 blocked. Whew. So here's the other 50-pound weight. Put on the other end for a total of 100 pounds, and I have to put locks on it because, come on, get in there. Because I don't want them coming off when I'm lifting. So, what am I doing? Oh yeah. So these are half a pound each. So if I thread them on, this is always fun. All right. Told you it's going to be incredibly boring. But for those who have a morbid curiosity, keep watching. So, let's see what my heart rate is right now after lugging that stuff around. I'll wait till 15 after. I haven't eaten anything, by the way. Just have meds. Lots of meds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 28. 4 8's 32. 4 2's 8, 9, 10, 11, 112. So obviously, I'm going to wait. So, while we're waiting, a couple of things might interest you. I do a lot of weight for my age because I have a theory. If I'm going to go out, since I can't go out in the saddle, I'm going to go out lifting weights or wherever, car wreck. I want it to be quick. You older people understand this. The last thing we want is lay around a hospital with tubes sticking out of us. That ain't gonna happen. You gotta do your NAR, do not resuscitate, got the living will and all that stuff. So I don't mind the fact that this might be considered dangerous for an old person, probably is. But like I said, I'm doing it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. So now we're down to 96 from 112. So you see this is what I call recovery rate. My heart rate's slowing down because I'm adapting to the exercise I just did. And I think it's an indicator of how good your heart is, because if it slows down at a relatively rapid period, then that says your heart rate's in good shape. And I think you have, this is just me, I think you've got heart fitness, aerobic fitness, and strength fitness. So I don't worry about aerobics. I think my rowing is a good example of how I can do that. So I really busted it today for like, I think it was 11 minutes. And I don't just wimp at it, I really hit it hard because I want to get a sweat worked up, I want to get loosened up, then I want to stretch my core and my hips. So here we are, and I'm waiting for myself to cool down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So now we're down to 86. 23? No, 4 3's are 12, 92. 4 4's right, yeah, 92. I have a hard time. By the way, you know, young people do watch these videos, Gisalou and Judy too, because, and I have young kids around my neighborhood, like 12, watching it, and I think it gives them an understanding of the things old people deal with. You know, it's so easy to be grouchy and crabby. I mean, you wake up in the morning, I got arthritis, I got aches, pains, all kinds of meds, I gotta watch what I walk, gotta watch what I do. But the more fit you are and the stronger you are, the more able you are to live and be able to live a healthy, successful life. There's more to life as you get older than sitting around and eating in restaurants. And we're talking about eating another whole time, but I don't eat anything that's not healthy. And I can promote, and I'm not getting paid for anything. They don't care. I've only got like 150 subscribers. There's an app called Yuka, Y-U-K-A, and I don't buy anything until I scan it with Yuka. And if I don't have a green dot, I don't buy it. So you might want to check that out. So anyway, here we are. I'm going to come on 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So now we're down to 88. And by the way, they suggest 2 hours, 2 minutes of rest for young people between sets. So I'm probably doing right now more than two, but I think lifting the 50-pound weights and setting up the bar probably counted as something. So I think the next time I do it, I'll probably be down before 80. And if I do that, then I can start again. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 82, 84. Getting there. So anything else useful while I'm talking? No, not really. So I'll just, I am too lazy or technically challenged, pick your pick, to edit these. So like I said, if you're already terminally bored, get off it or fast forward through stuff that's boring. That's what I do, by the way. So I'm just not going to take the time to edit because I'll do it wrong. It's too much concentrate, too much work, and it's just too much bother. And one thing I try to tell folks at my age is I only do what I want to do or what I have to do, not what I should do or what people think I should do, but what I want to do. And if they don't like it, well, you know what I can say about that. So let me check one more time here. Let's see if I'm down below 80. Let's see, coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 23. Aha. Let's see, 4 2s are 8. 23. 4 2s are 8. 4 3s are 12. Shucks. It went back up. Wait, let me try this again. 2, 3, 4, 5. 22, 88. Oh, I know what it is. It's much harder today. Usually I have all kinds of fans on to cool me down. And today I'm not doing that because they make so much noise. Nobody will be able to hear me because I'm not wearing a microphone. I'm not buying a microphone. So I do have one fan that's silent. I'm going to turn that on, get a little more air. But that's it. I'm just going to sweat a lot today, which is good for you, by the way. Do you know this? These are the ways your body gets rid of toxins: breathing, defecation, urination, and sweating. These are the toxins get out of your body. You'll see more and more stuff being paid attention to exercise, especially strength exercise. So let me kick this fan up a little bit and I'm going to come back and I think I'll be slow enough and low enough to do my next set. Point, point, and point. Okay, that's a quiet fan too, by the way. All right, let's see where we are. And by the way, if you are doing exercise and you get frightened because as you do your pulse count, if you do that, you're going to get eruptions sometimes. You go boom, 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 stops, and then maybe a half a second later starts again. That is your sinus node in your heart, which regulates your heartbeat. It's pretty much normal. I've noticed if I'm really in good shape, I don't do it as often, but now that I'm out of shape because of a severe bout of bronchitis, which I seem to get every spring, I have to come back. I was doing 232 pounds of deadlifting. Today I'm probably going to only do like 170, 172, which is way below what I was doing, but I have to come back slow because I'm an old geezer. So let's see, my next part would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21. Okay, that's what, 84. That's enough. I'm tired of waiting. All right, so my normal warm-up for deadlifts is 121 pounds, which I have them there now. And I think form is important on deadlifts. So you need to get your legs, in my case, about this far apart with a knurled, K-N-E-U-R-L-E-D part on the bar. And then you got to get it close to your shins. And when you bend, you got to actually do a squat before you stand up. I mean, I could do it this way, but it's all on my back. So I'm going to squat first and then pick it up. So here we go. I'm going to do 5 of these as a warm-up. 3, 4, 5. Oh, I love dropping them. Feels so good. All right, let's see where we are now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27. 84, 7, 28. 4 2s are 8, 108, which isn't bad. I think my pulse rate is higher because I'm working up a good sweat and it's hot. It's probably, excuse me, in the 80s. So, like I said, it's going to be incredibly boring. Just, excuse me, fast forward through these if you're still watching. If not, I don't blame you. So let's see. By the way, don't spend any money on weights. This whole set of weights I've got probably didn't cost me more than $350. They're selling weights for $1 a pound. And I saw, I'm not going to name the store, but it was a sports store where they had a 40-pound weight and the cost was $48. Well, I've got 275s, 260s, 250s, 240s, 30s, 25s, on, and a rack, and a 50-pound plates, and I don't think I spent much over $350. So look around on places like Facebook Marketplace, find out people, sorry to say this, but women who have had divorce and they kicked the bum out and he left his weights behind. Talk to them. You can get your weights back from them at a really good price, because when he calls her and asks her, what'd you do with my weights? Did you sell them? Yes, I sold them. Well, what'd you get for them? $1. What? So that's the way you should look for weights. Marketplace and people who have them and don't want them any longer. So let's see, the next count will be coming up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 26. 26. 4 2s are 8. 4 6s are 4 6s are 24. 104. All right, one more time. 1, 2. 22. Well, that's not bad. 88. All right, I'm going to slap on some 25-pound weights and then add 2 more 1-pound weight collars, which will be up to 173, which is pathetic compared to what I used to be before I got my annual spring, whatever it is, allergy-related bronchitis. But I'm going to get back. My goal, immediate goal, is get back to 232. And I'll do that, or I'll kill myself doing it. All right, so let's see. Okay, 25 pounds. And another 25 pounds. And I've got these on an alternate because I can reach down and get them better. Easy to get. All right, so here is the 1-pound weight collars. So my total weight now will be 173. This is sort of fun. Doesn't take much to make me happy. I got a beautiful woman. That is an important thing. That's why I named my channel Geezer Lou and Judy too. Now I'll admit, I had a problem with that title. I wanted to name it Geezer Lou and Geezer Judy too. For some reason she didn't like that. I guess I don't much have an understanding for women, but what can I tell you? So we ended up calling it Geezer Lou and Judy too. So now I'm going to do another count. 1. 30. Wow. That's 120. You know, usually it's a lot lower. So I think it's got to do with the temperature. And maybe I'm not hydrated enough, so I'll drink some more water. Yeah, I told you, this is, even for me, it's incredibly boring. So quit watching it. I'm going to stop here, and the next set I'm going to do, next video will be what I do after this, which will be Bulgarian squats, dumbbell squats, lunges, and I'll probably stop there. Also, I really sucked up a lot of nasty stuff when I was in the Navy. 20 years. I retired in 1976 after 20. And, you know, just breathing all kinds of stuff. I can remember walking around a ship covered with asbestos dust. Why I don't have mesothelioma is beyond me. So anyway, I did, my doctor tested me because I had so much lung problems. He says, your lungs are 10 years older than you are. So that makes my lungs 96. Well, that's not too encouraging. But hey, what am I going to do? Sit around and complain? What good is that going to do? None. So I might as well just suck it up and do my thing, whatever that is. All right, so let's see where we are now. I promise I'm going to stop after this. If you are persistent enough to watch all this way, God bless you. One, two, three, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that's down pretty well. It's now 88. And one thing I've noticed is that as I get into the routines and as I work along, I actually recover faster, which tells me that overall, at least my heart is in pretty good shape and supplying my muscles and my heart with enough blood to keep me alive anyway. So in addition to being an old geezer and trying to stay healthy, mentally important stuff. I read and have literally read thousands of books. Right now I'm reading John Adams' biography. It is the most fascinating book about a person I've ever read. If you love this country and you want to appreciate what we've got now, read that book. John Adams' biography, I can't remember the author. It's about this thick. I keep it as a bathroom reader, and every time I go in there and plop my butt down, I read a few pages. I just finished the portion where they come across, where John Adams comes across the Atlantic to France. I mean, it is a fabulous book. So I highly recommend anyone who watches my videos and they like to read the biography of John Adams. So let's see the next count will be. Getting there, let's see, getting ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, that's still 88. Well, I'm going to do it after the next 15 no matter what. So when I finish this, I'm going to sign off. And then I put, well, I'll finish, I'll sign off and I'll put the weights back. That's what I'll do. Then I'll sign off. You know, I can't believe anybody would watch this, but maybe they will. All right, let's see. Coming up, let's see, 1, 2. 18, 19, 20, 21, 21. So let's see, 2's are 8, going down 4. Okay, I'm gonna do it. So I've got, what have I got here? 173. I suppose I should show that, although you did see me put them on. Let's see. So there's 173, a 50, in a collar that's a half a pound, 25, which is 75, another collar which is a pound. So be that on the other side makes a total of 173. Right. Is that right? Is that right? So here I go. You see, where am I here? Yeah. I'll turn it a little bit this way. Okay. Now you'll notice when I pick this up, I'm gonna raise it so you can see my ugly face. There's a lot of strain. And you know, older people are afraid of straining, but really, that's what it takes if you're healthy enough. Key, if you're healthy enough. I presume that I am. All right, here we go. One more. I could probably do another one, but I won't. All right, count. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 33. 4 3s are 12. 4 3s are 4 3s are 12. 142. Woo! Now, I could have, I want to mention the fact that when I lift this hard and take my pulse, I can barely feel it. It's not when I slow down, I feel a nice strong pulse. It's so thin, so quick, and so faint, I can hardly feel it. I think that's because my heart is supplying to the biggest muscles that I used so strenuously, and it's giving them the blood supply. Whereas I'm just sitting here checking my wrist. So I haven't really used my hands. I've used my grip strength, but that's it. So anyway, I am now, while I'm cooling down on this set, gonna put this stuff away and then quit. I'm gonna end this video. Right? I like this part. Okay. Collar's off. Let's see what I want. Oh, I want the 25er first. I put a white spot on this bar so I could orient the plates better. Let me tell you, it took me 4 months to remember to do that after telling myself 25 times I was going to do it. The joys of getting old. Let's see. Ow. All right. Oh, I'm starting to work up a sweat. A good sweat. What am I doing? I'll tell you one thing though, it is good. It feels good to be able to move around and do things. There's very few things that I think about and say, oh, can I do this? Maybe subconsciously I'm doing it. But like for instance, if I don't like to start my car too many times because the more you start it, the more you might need a starter. So a lot of times when, let's say I gotta move my car a few feet for some reason in the driveway or whatever, I'll just put it in neutral and push it. I like being able to do that. I like being strong enough to do stuff like that. Carry around 5-gallon jugs, 2 at a time. That's about, what, 82 pounds? No big deal. It's great to be strong when you're old. Okay, the 50s are coming off next. Theoretically. Put this back up. Put the warners on so I don't poke my eyeball out. I saw the red cap I put on this end. It's underneath. I'll get that later. Oh, I'll put this away. I don't have any problem picking up 50-pound weights, although they do feel heavy. There. Okay. I think this is the end of this video. So, I got a remote here. I'd love to know how to start and stop the remote and continue the video, but I don't know how to do that. So, this is Geezer Lou signing off, saying be the best person you can be. Come on.